Hey guys, so yesterday a boatload of trailers came out, from the Transformers trailer to the Indiana Jones 5 trailer, and later on that day, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 trailer. I have to say, out of all of the three trailers, I really enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because it looks like it's taking our characters down a different route. And also, I really enjoyed the Indiana Jones 5 trailer. Looks like Harrison Ford is going to actually be in a serious Disney final Disney movie of Indiana Jones 5, an actual adventure, not that BS from the last film. What was your favorite trailer out of the bunch, and which one do you think will had the most impact? Well, thank you for your question, Mr. Keith. So what Mr. Keith is literally for referring to yesterday. I mean, I think I was just getting ready to go to work. We had Indiana Jones 5 come out. We had Transformers, the I think Beast Wars or Beast Formers come out, and then we also had Guardians of the Galaxy 3, James Gunn's final Guardians of the Galaxy movie to come out. By the way, if you have not seen the holiday special, please go to Disney Plus and watch it. It's actually pretty funny. I think it was a pretty good holiday special. But
Yeah.
what I think was the most funny impact out of all of them. Okay, so I'm not. How can I put this? I'm a casual Indiana Jones fan. I would even say the last film with Shia LaBeouf and those damn aliens was okay to a certain extent, but there was something about that trailer that kept me engaged. I mean, and again, I love Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I love what Harrison Ford's been able to bring to this franchise. But there was something about this trailer that captivated me. I was like, yo, I wish I could buy tickets to this now, because I can't believe the lengths that they're going. And I think that final scene, which I thought was really funny, where Harrison Ford is throwing his whip at these different groups of people, and he misses all of them, and they all draw their guns on him. He was like, "Oh shit!" And he just ducks.
Yeah,
I thought that's classic Indiana
it
Jones,
is.
and it's just like, I can't wait to see what they'll do with it. Now, I would say that out of the three was the most impactful. I have to say though, the next one for me would be the Guardians of the Galaxy. But if I were to really think about it, I actually enjoyed the Transformers trailer a little bit more, only because this is the first time we've seen robot animals in that particular culture integrated into. It looks like they're taking it looks like they're taking that first Bumblebee movies version of the Transformers and like continuing that narrative, because if you watch the trailer, Optimus Prime looks very original to his original design, not what we got in the other movies. I was just telling Jeremy off camera, Transformers has a habit of making really great trailers but terrible movies. Like I remember when they did Transformers 4, and you see Optimus riding a dinosaur. I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be lit. You go watch the movie, man, that shit was so boring and so dumb. Same thing with last night. We see Optimus get controlled by, seems like a, I don't know, like a Transformers evil spirit about to kill Bumblebee. And when you watch the movie, it's garbage. So I'm just like, damn. So, but I was intrigued by that. And then also, I really enjoyed the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 trailer. It looks like we're about to get an origin story of where Rocket came from. We're going to see how, which version of Gamora this is. Is this the version we saw in Endgame, or is this like a time variant, or just a variant in general? I don't know. It's very intriguing. And then also, I think this might be Chris Pratt's last movie. The way they set it up, I think he might die in this movie. I don't know. That's just me. Out of all of the trailers that came out, Jeremy, which one did you like the most, and which one did you think that had the most impact? And what did you think about all the trailers, if you saw all the trailers?
So impact is a challenging thing to define, because right off the bat, the biggest reaction that I had was to Drax beaming that little girl with a ball.
With the ball. Yeah.
That was so funny. I know it's just a little physical gag, but it
Mhm.
definitely made me laugh. So I
Mhm.
enjoyed that part. I love the use of Space Hog.
Mhm.
That song in the trailer. Just James Gunn is always good at bringing maybe obscure music back into the zeitgeist. Like I remember when that song was played on TK 101 back in the 90s and just being a really big
Yeah.
fan of that Space Hog song. Couldn't name another Space Hog song, but I really like that one. So it was cool to hear that version of the song in it. For me, the best was Indiana Jones. I am the opposite of a casual fan. Like with Transformers, I didn't grow up watching them, even though
Mhm.
that was kind of my generation. I think I'm a
Mhm.
little younger than when Transformers was at its biggest. I
Mhm.
know there have been different iterations through the years, like Beast Wars, things I didn't really keep up with. So, like, I'm not a lifelong Transformers fan in the way
Mhm.
that I am a lifelong Indiana Jones fan. And
Mhm.
I agree with you that it did a really good job of captivating audiences by giving us exactly what we wanted out of an Indiana Jones trailer.
Mhm.
It looks like they're going to do the same and give us exactly what we want out of an Indiana Jones movie,
Mhm.
similar to the way The Force Awakens did, the way that they used Harrison Ford as this like stalwart to move the franchise forward and pass the baton off to the newer generation, right? Like
Mhm.
Harrison Ford was a pivotal part of The Force Awakens and really did a great job of recapturing the nostalgia and that magical feeling of Star Wars.
Mhm.
And to be frank, Disney's always been really good at this. If
Mhm. Yeah.
Disney, I can give them credit for many things, but the one thing I feel that they've done better than any studio is understanding what works about the franchises. Like
Mhm.
George Lucas lost the plot. Whether we're talking
Yeah.
about Star Wars or we're talking about Indiana Jones, I think in his pursuit of giving us something new, he honed in on the wrong, I say the wrong aspects of it. And then we've got these younger screenwriters and filmmakers, people in our generation that grew up loving this stuff and they know what it was that they loved about the stuff, and they are presenting that to audiences and saying, we are you. We know what it was about these franchises that made you fall in love with them in the first place.
Mhm.
So it kind of a backhanded compliment, but Disney's really good at repackaging the things that we love from our childhood and recapturing that spirit of childhood wonder. And I think that Indiana Jones 5 looks fantastic. Was a little bit shocked to learn that Kanye West is actually going to be the main villain in the movie and Indiana Jones never ending fight
Yeah.
against Nazis. But other than that, pretty exciting stuff, man.
Fun fact, apparently Tarantino stole his idea for Django.
Yeah,
Oh my
man.
god. Oh, if I have never heard the most absurd shit in my life. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Oh man, but yeah, I mean, yeah, Jeremy, I have to agree. As a casual Indiana Jones, like my dad, he has all of the old movies. I'm talking about on VHS. Like I'm old enough to remember rewinding those things and just playing those things and watching those with my dad. And Raiders of the Lost Ark, I would say would have to be my favorite. But
Great movie.
out of all of them, this just brought me back to that nostalgia of Harrison Ford being sure of himself as that archaeologist, adventurous, treasure hunting badass. And I can't wait to see it because Harrison Ford is like fucking like 80 years old,
Oh,
like
he looks
85.
great in the trailer.
He does. He looks amazing. And there's a scene in there where I think they kind of de-aged him for a particular scene. I want to see how that plays out because they kind of did that technology for the Irishman. And I saw that you were talking about something similar about that on your stream last night about de-aging technology. And I think it's cool to a certain extent, but like I think that when they first did it in The Mandalorian, the first time we see Luke, it looks very off. The second time when they did it with Luke, it looks a lot better. So for me personally, if they're able to redefine and master that technology, I think it's going to be a good film. How they tell this story from different time pieces, but also again, I am interested in Guardians 3, and I'm also interested in Transformers. Did you have something else to add? I'm sorry.
No, no.
Oh.
I did watch the Transformers trailer.
Mhm.
Although I did it, as we were sitting here talking, so I didn't catch all of it. But it looks fine. I don't even think it was a great trailer. But I've
Mhm.
never been invested in this franchise in that way. Have
Right.
you ever? I know you're in Orlando. Have you ever
Mhm.
done the Indiana Jones stunt show?
Yes. So
What a great show!
oh my God. Like, that was the first thing I saw when I first moved here.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh my God. It is great. Anytime you go to Disney, that is the first thing you need to go see. It's in Hollywood Studios. Now, mind you, this is before they built the Star Wars stuff. This is as they were building it here. But when I moved here and we saw the show, oh my God. Like
Awesome.
it's like the best 20 minutes of your life. But what do you guys think about the last three trailers that have come out literally in the last 24 hours? Did you love those trailers? Did you like them? Did you which one did you think was more impactful? Jump into the comment section below. Let us know your thoughts.